The only downside it really has is that it's kind of too automated.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Like it's cover based for dummies essentially, because you can pretty much move from cover to cover, like no problem. Which I mean, I don't know. A lot of people say that this game plays a lot different on the PC. Like it's a whole different story on the PC. Like skill play is supposedly more rewarding on PC.
Knowing Ubisoft, I don't know if my system could play it.
Yeah, that's true. Their shit is fucking not optimized very well. Alright, there you go.
They're still going.
So, okay, from my understanding, all our shit's gonna be re-rolled tomorrow, so it's gonna be everything, more or less. Our weapons, our armor. Our armor ain't gonna be like the new versions of the armor. Like, it won't have the mod slots, but it'll be like it was. What's the max thing?
So we won't be worthless.
No, not at all. Not at all. We'll retain our overall gear score, more or less. And stat-wise, it'll re-roll to the current values of 1.4. It's just that we'll be missing the mod slots, basically. Well, the performance mod slots, not the regular mod slots. But generally speaking, I'm thinking, I honestly don't know what you would prefer to use your points on, but if the set sealed caches only 100 Phoenix Spreads, it might be worth just grabbing a few of those. Just to see what you end up getting.
Warning. Incoming hostiles detected.
And it'll have to be on your other character that has 268 gear right now, because it'll have to be on a character that whose all equipment will pretty much like convert up to the minimum for tier 4. Oh god, heals! I forgot I can heal. So on your newer character, because I think your newer character actually has a higher gear score, right?
The other one.
Yeah. Yeah, so on that one, that's the one that you should use to open up sealed caches, if any.
I think everything is capped except sidearm.
Oh, okay.
I never saw a 229 every other piece is capped.
Oh, well, that's fine. I mean, that should be more than enough to meet the base requirement for tier 4, gear score wise. So as long as you're in tier 4 and you buy the caches there.
I said this one is so behind.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's like the main reason why I do like having the multiple characters. It made this whole process easy, at least in some respect, to get. Oh fuck! God damn! You're not gonna take more than 2 clicks to kill tomorrow, you son of a bitch. That's gonna be so good.
Yeah, that's gonna be the thing.
Like the combat won't feel so bogged down in some spots anymore. Which is like, I think that's like the biggest well, not the biggest, but one of the biggest deals about the current build of the game.
Readings indicate
It breaks the rhythm of the combat when you have to like spend 5 minutes to kill like one room and shit.
Yeah, 50 reloads.
Yeah. That and, you know, obviously the gear not matching the level you need, basically. But that's a given, though. Push the button.
It's done. Straight to the bottom.
Yep.
Put the lines.
It'll be interesting to see to also be able to finally be able to do a challenging clear sky to get the last pieces of the riot gear.
Oh yeah, the last
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. And all the other stuff from the other incursions too. That's gonna be great. Shit. Because I remember the last well from Falcon Lost Battalion stuff looked pretty cool too. Come on. I ended up ordering a Roku stick. Mm-hmm. Well, I've been wanting to get a new streaming device for some time. Mostly because the problems we've been having with Time Warner and a couple other things. I was just interested in seeing what's.
Actually, that's understandable.
Yeah. So, with the Roku stick, the new one, the 2016 model of it, evidently, I never realized how fleshed out their app store is, essentially. Because they have they have more, they're more inclusive than anything else, I would say. I mean, it has the Amazon Video Store. It has integrated Google, the Google Video thing. It has the TWC app as well.
Oh, I didn't realize it actually had stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Like the TWC app basically lets you watch live TV, and that actually has the ability to do it. And yeah, it's fucking impressive. I mean, like just little things that it does, like there's like I've
looked at the Roku 3 a couple of times.
Mm-hmm.
They actually got those up at Walmart and shit.
Yeah, like from what I've noticed too. I mean, the more expensive model, I think, is the Roku 4, like the 4K, whatever the fuck. That's a bit more expensive than I would like to spend on it. So that's why I just got the stick. But
the 3, the last time I saw it was like what, $40, $30?
Yeah.
We've got this.
The newest stick is like $50 or 40 something on Amazon. But the 4K little box. What I found kind of impressive is the fact that it has slots for expandable memory, to install not install, but like media, like SD cards and shit like that. So you can, yeah, that's pretty fucking cool. Like everybody else is actually lagging behind quite a bit because they offer more. And it's not even like Amazon or Google or fucking Apple. They're actually way ahead of those fuckers when it comes to like just giving you something more open, with more inclusive with a bigger app store essentially, with the apps that you actually want, not like garbage apps that you normally see.
That's the downside about all the smart TVs.
Mm-hmm.
Every single smart TV, their onboard apps, they are so limited.
Mm-hmm.
I've yet to see one that allows you to kind of go outside of just what they want you to have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
basically, like a lot of the kind of the run-of-the-mill Android phones are so loaded up with just bloatware.
Oh yeah, big time. Especially the carrier-specific ones always have a ton of garbage. Like I can't even uninstall fucking Facebook and Facebook Messenger off my fucking phone. Like why? I don't fucking use those things, but because fucking Sprint sideloads that shit.
Wait, what?
Yeah, like for whatever reason my LG G4 has those fucking apps cooked into it, and I can't uninstall it. Like I can uninstall it, but it'll always show that it needs updated. Like what the fuck, man? I hate that shit.
Can't say I heard of that. That's pretty fucked up.
Yeah, like fucking trying to make me use Facebook. Fuck you. But yeah, I was
Facebook's great right now. I don't see how I haven't gotten banned.
But yeah, I found it really surprising, like how many apps this thing supports. Very, very surprised. Definitely looking forward to getting it in and testing it out and see what apps I could get grabbed basically. I mean, obviously I didn't get the box, which is like seems like the coolest version of it basically because you can actually have expandable memory on it. I mean, that's crazy for a set-top box. Whoa! Whoa!
Man, we got shit all over this.
That's some shit. Oh my god, yeah. That's something we're gonna have to remember after tomorrow. Our grenades and their grenades are even, well, their grenades have always been deadly, but our grenades are gonna be as deadly after tomorrow.
Well, that'll be a huge thing. I mean, there's basically no reason to use them. It's
Yeah.
Hopefully getting a little bit of crowd control out of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because, I mean, it will flush them out of cover, but that's about it.
Are we missing somebody?
Yeah, this one, I can't, yeah, that's right.
Oh, right here.
Warning. Incoming
Yeah, but I
hostiles.
definitely look forward to all that. It's fucking awesome. It's the game I've been wanting it to be, essentially. Not to say it hasn't been enjoyable, it's just that we definitely hit the ceiling, basically, as far as we can go.
Oh, yeah.
And it shouldn't be a game where you need fucking
Well, the
a full
problem
group
is,
of...
we hit our ceiling. We kind of busted past what they said is the ceiling,
Oh, yeah.
difficulty-wise, and
Oh, yeah.
more of a hit and aggravation ceiling.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, luckily they're all addressing all that shit. Yeah. God damn it.
So far, so good.
Die, you son of a bitch. There you go.
Reach the main hall on your signal.
So apparently a lot of people are butt mad over the deaths in your zombie show.
Oh. Why?
I don't know, one of the forums that I don't even want to say frequent because I very rarely look at shit. But apparently one of the bot sites, I want to say Verge, they have like a watching group or something. And like they've asked everyone to stop watching it because of something that went down. I don't know.
I'm assuming it's just the brutality of the deaths, essentially.
Isn't that been part of it like the entire time though?
Yeah, but it was just more graphic than what we're used to, essentially. Because I don't know if you ever seen the comic, like the actual death scene of Glenn in the comic book. I don't know if you ever seen a scan of it. But if you ever seen a scan of it,
I might have, but nothing I recall.
well, if you remember this particular scene in the comic book, when he gets hit initially with the bat, and he, like for a second there, Negan stops to make a comment and everything else. You could clearly see in the comic book where his head is somewhat caved in, and his eyeball is kind of like poking out, like it's actually come out of the socket. I mean, literally, it was a remake to the T on the show, and that's far beyond what you would expect to have seen for, especially a fan favorite character like that, to go out that way. Yeah, so I think that's part of the anger. I'm assuming. Personally, I don't really care one way or the other because I saw it coming. I mean, there was no doubt about it. At least I felt there was no doubt about it. I mean, some other people, I mean, they probably had other theories as to who was going to get it, but I was pretty much sold on it was going to be us.
This is the problem when you try and take this type of content and package it for normies.
Yeah, that is basically the problem. It's always been a world where no one is safe. The only person that's ever been safe in that particular world has been Rick, and that's it. Everybody else has never been safe in that fucking world.
Well, in the
So
TV
don't be
version,
surprised.
it's Daryl Dixon because if he dies, they lose their entire
Yeah,
team.
that much is true. That's why I always thought it was funny that people were genuinely worried that it was going to be Daryl. I said, no way, they're going to kill Daryl. But
part of me was actually hoping it was, just because I wanted to watch.
That would be daring. Yeah, that would have been daring, like how to do that. But nah, I never thought he was in real danger.
No. You know, even from the outside and knowing basically nothing about it, I knew there was no chance.
No way.
Yeah.
I just wish they would have, just because it would have been just glorious.
Yeah, it would have caused such an uproar. But yeah, that's kind of stupid.
That's
Somebody.
shitposting nature.
Oh yeah. I
just think it's kind of stupid that anybody would try to call like a ban on the show because they didn't like what happened. I'm sorry,
They
but
wouldn't necessarily straight out call a ban. It's kind of they're just asking the people that, you know, the show has gone too far. It's time for us to leave.
That's fucking good. Stupid.
I mean, that's exactly what I expect from like the bot sites anyway. But,
let me know when you got all your ammos and such.
I got my ammo and I already got picked up, so.
Okay, restarting.
I don't see nothing else. I'm good.
Yeah, like I got no problem with it. Obviously it was sad because it's still one of those characters that were a centerpiece of the story and the group, and it's kind of sad to see him go, but that's how it goes, man. I think
we're missing a character. Somebody don't.
Oh, okay. I would say that after Game of Thrones, you kind of have to grow up thick skin.
Alright, get them out first. But
When it
don't
comes to like brutality, I'm hearing that Ash versus
The
Evil
jailbreak
Dead
ends here.
is fucking beyond anything ever seen.
Oh yeah, I saw most of season 1. I actually do mean to pick it up again at some point. It was pretty good. I mean, it's what it is what it is. It's in the same range, like not very super serious, but at the same time kind of funny, kind of gory. Yeah, nothing wrong with it.
Really like Bruce Campbell anyway.
Yeah. Let him hand it up, you know?
he was kind of the heart of like Burglar, basically.
I don't like that.
I really like that shit.
I remember you mentioning it.
Well, it's just like a 007 and like MacGyver.
God, MacGyver, and then remaking that shit, aren't they?
It's already out as far as I know.
Jesus. Horrible. Horrible. People shall never learn, I guess.
Well, they keep shoveling out shit and people are scooping it up.
Yeah, I keep hoping that.
No. I love shit. Oh, give me more shit.
Okay, Lethal Weapon comes on next. There you go.
Yeah, I keep hoping to hear that's canceled, but it sounds like people are liking it, so it's probably gonna be on for a little bit.
Yep.
People that don't know any better anyway.
I'm guessing it's people that just don't know what it is.
Yeah, they don't know. Oh, this is a movie? What? Fucking people. Read a book. Oh, that's not really. But still, yeah. But yeah, like the level of brutality is what I'm guessing. What people are having issues with it. But yeah, that was pretty brutal.
Well, I didn't actually read the article. I mean, I don't put much faith in those sites anyway.
Oh yeah. That one specifically. What do they know?
I mean, I put more credit in like TMZ or anything like that at this point. No, actually, TMZ is actually trying to break out into real media. They've been like covering a bunch of like weird stories and shit, like straight up journalism, like not their usual like tabloid.
Not their normal shit tier stuff.
It's just, I guess they are. I want to say like the celebrity bubble is starting to burst.
Oh yeah, nobody really cares about that much. Well, I mean, there's still people that care about it, but it's not what it was, I'm guessing. Oh, I do like this G36. Part of the fun. Yep, totally. Uh-oh, I'm lagging out. Ooh, that lagged out real bad. At first I was stuck and nothing was spawning, and then all of a sudden everything was outside of the door already.
Thanks, guy. Fucking asshole.
So yeah, evidently for the submachine guns, the MP5, the Navy version of it, and the, what do you call it, the AUG, are pretty much the best ones right now.
Oh, it's okay.
Well, especially the MP5, the Navy MP5, I'm alright with that. That's pretty cool. That's always been one of those really good classic arms sort of deal. Yeah, I don't completely understand how the new DPS calculation works. Because I was watching a video of it today, and the dude had a MP5, and on the sheet it said 256,000 DPS on an MP5. And I go, yeah.
All over the fucking place.
Well, it's just
I wish they would have taken this chance to kind of normalize them to a point.
Yeah. Well, it supposedly still says, but I don't know. What I was looking at seemed kind of really odd.
Although I guess it doesn't really matter because WoW did their normalization to kind of try and cancel their stat float, and then the next major update they totally butt-fucked every bit of the numbers and took them all back out.
Oh. Agent, the
So
hostage is being held on the roof. You need to
I was
clear
trying
it
to mention it, and I completely got off topic. Back to that Roku stick thing. Well, they have a companion app, and I thought it was kind of interesting. Like, it's a companion app for iOS and Android, and it has a strange little function that I've never seen before. It's able to transmit audio via Wi-Fi to the phone. So if you're watching TV, like say late at night, you plug in your earphones to your phone, and you can listen to whatever you're watching through that. I mean, it's like, yeah, it's a little thing, but that's pretty cool either way. Because they always used to have that little earphone jack on the remote control, but they got rid of that and added it to the companion app for any of your devices, phones, whatever. So that was pretty cool.
Sounds like a fun toy.
At first I was a little on the rusty side, but I'm starting to feel the groove again. Shit. Ooh. I don't know if it's still on the vendor, but I could have sworn I saw Skillup did a video about some of the guns on the vendors, and supposedly there's a Godroll low eye level PP19 on the underground vendor. I mean, it's only a 160 something, but it would still be super good for an alpha bridge build because of the fact that it'll have lower stat requirements. I can't remember if it's still on there because it was last week, I believe, that I saw it. But I think I think you do, yeah. So I might.
You got a pretty nice PP here.
Yeah, it might be. It might not matter at this point, but yeah. Oh shit. Gotta love those stacks of sentries right there. That'll still be useful. Just not as OP as it is now. Or as necessary, rather.
Lau here. I just heard about.
I think that's going to be the biggest thing about
Glad
the
we reached him in
nerfs.
time.
It's
Thanks
not
for that.
nerfing, it's
My
bringing
people are
in
getting in a
line.
position to breach the hall. Agent,
with
you're gonna want to
the
unlock
overall
the maintenance
changes to,
access.
well,
The
everything.
building blueprints show a security
Because
control
this is not
room down in the
minor to
basement.
any degree.
No, this is like a whole giant overhaul of everything.
Yeah, this is monstrous.
hmm It's almost like brand new game, damn near, and it almost makes you want to delete one of my characters just to try the
Just
tier
to go
one
from
to
the ground up again.
yeah, because that's going to be interesting to see how that works. I might actually do it. I'll probably collect all my early caches and probably do it though, and do it then, because that's part of the reason why I wanted it. I have 2 characters I haven't touched the underground with, and you know those first 15 caches are really really fast. So who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do that, and then I'll delete it and check it out, because yeah, the tier 1 to tier 4 experience is supposed to be pretty good. The natural progression and everything else.
Slowdown right there.
Oh yeah. Too much shit going down. So it'll be up to whoever gets either their full sentries or something together first, or what is it called? Oh my god, the fire one. What is it called?
I know what you're talking about. I couldn't tell you the name.
God damn it! Oh, you know what I'm talking about. So you'll get that. Yeah. So you'll get that set put together first, and then we'll go from there. Because I wouldn't mind doing that, or a shield build with Sentry Smart. So that'd be pretty cool too.
Well, the thing is, either sounds fun.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a totally different way to play this game, which is fucking cool.
Now.
I mean, Alpha Bridge is still very, very powerful, so that's not changing. Oh, what the fuck? Am I stuck? Oh no, I'm not.
Well, even though numbers-wise I'm not great on this character, I at least have good weapons and the right kind of build to at least be useful.
Well, it's something like you have an idea of how it feels as far as the Alpha Bridge build goes and what to expect.
Warning.
Because I don't think it's going to be that difficult to find the gear we need, especially not how it's going to be, but yeah, initially we'll have to just try and find the stuff we need. I don't think it's going to be as bad.
Well, they're decentralizing everything. That gear is just now geared.
Yeah, we won't have to do specific things to get the specific set pieces, which is great. Firecrest, that's what I was trying to think of. Oh god, guys. Come on, Chino. That's another thing that supposedly got improved quite a bit is the Seeker Mine. And you were always a fan of that.
Yeah, it was a lot of really interesting builds in my opinion.
Strike squads are moving in.
Yeah, that got improved quite a bit. Yeah, I got buffed quite a bit.
For more action on that.
For raw DPS, it's gonna be the cluster mine, the pocket G-horn. Literally pocket G-horn because you literally pull out of your pocket. God damn it! Everybody, the other two idiots just ran off. God damn it!
Yeah. Okay.
Typical.
And who cares about shit still being up?
That'd be nice when we actually need 4 people to do stuff. I saw some, I'm not sure if it was my Biff or I can't remember which YouTuber it was, but somebody that only does Destiny stuff was showing some Titanfall 2 stuff, like the different the new Titans and stuff like that. Some interesting stuff for sure. I
mean, I haven't watched a whole lot, but what I've seen is like there's a lot of difference in how to play.
Like specifically, I guess at the moment there's 2 light Titans, and they both play extremely different. Like one is like a close and personal melee / shotgunner. The other one is a highly mobile, has like some kind of vertical, like either climb or jump ability, and with basically a Titan sniper rifle essentially. So it's like really cool stuff. Like I definitely look forward to see what the fuck they end up doing. The game could be very, very, very interesting. Especially since, at least from the early reports, Call of Duty the new Call of Duty is pretty much garbage, and Battlefield 1 as well. Battlefield 1.
Well, I had no expectations of Battlefield 1 catching.
Well, I mean, the only thing that Battlefield 1 is doing is the fact that it's a different setting. I mean, that's kind of cool, but that's pretty much all it has, you know?
Well, yeah, it's still the same old stuff. It's not a formulaic change, it's just a setting change.
Yeah. I mean, some of the set pieces that you see, like some of the crazy shit you see people doing, I mean, it looks fun. like blowing up the Zeppelins, and I saw some dude falling off a Zeppelin that was trying to snipe from a Zeppelin. I mean, that's pretty funny shit, but yeah, it's nothing like too amazing or different. While Titanfall 2 seems to be a refinement and improvement over 1, which is basically what you want, because 1 was already pretty damn good to begin with.
Well, you know, the only problem with 1 is, first, it was just badly delivered.
Yeah, it took a long time for them to get to that point where it became
way
great.
Too long to get where it needs to, but once it got there, whew.
Yeah, it was fucking amazing. And it seems like this time they've had more time to put together and deliver a final, an actual product.
Yeah, you broke your spine, kid. With the leader dead, the rest are gonna scatter.
I don't think we're quite done with them yet, but at least now we can get these JTF folks back on the job.
Which is, you know, I think there's always been... I mean, that's probably what the problem was originally anyway. They were in a rush to get something out so that, you know, goddamn Activision had something to fear, essentially.
Yeah. And now they just may do it.
Yeah, because that shit, ooh, man, that shit looks super impressive.
I've seen more than one like random YouTuber like Call of Duty's not so high.
Yeah, I'm seeing the same thing.
But I guess that's why they're hedging their bets and trying to package.
Yeah, the best
Modern Warfare.
The best Modern Warfare with this current.
You guys go ahead and you were gonna take a gamble here, but you know while you're doing that here, let's go ahead and you like this one. Let's go ahead and just have this again too.
You got all your
seconds,
stuff?
right? Here you go. Yeah.
All right, launching. Yeah, it's definitely a sign that they're not really sure about their product, essentially, because they wouldn't do that otherwise. At least I feel they wouldn't have done that otherwise.
That's
okay,
good.
Agent.
I like to see them fall.
This is about taking the Rikers out at the knees.
Yeah, most
There's
definitely.
no one who can replace Lorraine Barrett. She's the one who organized the escape to Manhattan.
They've been sitting on other people's work for too long.
If you can get them out before blowing the lid off, I'd be grateful.
That's not even an
All right.
exaggeration.
Get them out
No,
first.
not at all.
Don't
Oh, goddamn
jeopardize
it.
the mission. We're
Okay,
going in
hold
on
on.
your heels. The jailbreak ends here.
No, and they initially gutted an extremely talented developer, essentially, just so they can pump out games faster, and that's it. That's all it was. They destroyed a franchise that could have had a much longer lifespan than it has, with a much more higher quality game. But nope,
A new agent is joining you.
they want money now, not money later. I mean, wait, that's one of the reasons why there's no Assassin's Creed this year, right? They're kind of trying to slow it down and shit.
There's probably not going to be an Assassin's Creed for at least 2 years.
Oh wow! So everything back to the drawing board, trying to get some of that quality back, huh?
Well, yeah. Well, the last 2 are just absolute.
Yeah.
I mean, they eventually got Unity
Working more or less.
but I don't think it ever got to be 100% product. I don't know.
I just hope that that whatever they do come out with is actually like worthwhile again. Because there was a time when those fucking games were something to look forward to every single time they came out with nothing but.
Well, the problem is they followed Patrice's plan that ended at 4.
Mm-hmm.
Once they got to the end of his Bible, and that would be Unity and Syndicate, they were just kind of filling around. And it's going to be so hard to top what they actually did with Black Flag. That game, oh, I mean, it's just so good.
Okay, well, here's a question though. Okay, I know how much you love Black Flag, but story-wise, which is the better one? Who was the most interesting character, rather? Main protagonist?
I want to say the very first one.
Oh, okay, Altair?
In the very first game. He was probably the most interesting character. Ezio was probably the most fun. You know, but that has to do with just, you know, a total, you know,
the era and everything else.
Renaissance era.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of played to it.
Yeah. Where whoremongering was an accepted thing.
Yeah. The most just overall fun game is just Black Flag, though. I mean, the most interesting world, I should say. Is
Yeah. Because it had the most realized full world, basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
And its little expansion pack is actually really good too. Although it does not have the polish. It's kind of a little messy here and there. Which is Rogue, I think it's called. The one where you're playing as a Templar. Spoilers.
God damn it. You spoiled that. Yeah, so okay, I think I'm almost positive I watched that last or the latest trailer for that movie. So I'm a little confused because originally I thought it was going to be set in the first game, but then it seems
it's totally self-contained.
So it's not at all related to the game.
Supposedly there will be some like crossover, like 1 or 2 characters. I don't know what characters or what the crossover is going to be. There is supposed to be some crossover, but obviously this is a wide jump across from
the hostage is being held
the game.
on the roof. You need to clear
Which I
it
understand they're trying to bring it down to movie audience, trying to simplify as much as possible.
Yeah, because the overall concept, especially the stuff when the revelations at the end, as far as the story twists and everything, is probably too much for a movie. It's probably way too much for a movie. Like, what is all this shit?
I mean, from a point of view, we're talking about a game-based movie, which historically
never come out too good. But it looks kind of cool though. Like, At least from
Visually,
that.
it just looks like a fun movie to me, and I definitely want to see it even as much as I've gone bitter on the franchise. It seems to be casted really, really
Oh
well.
yeah, Fassbender. Well, Fassbender is Fassbender. you can't ask
Yeah,
much more.
exactly. It seems to nail the look and the style of
Oh,
the
yeah.
games for the
Well,
most part.
that's the thing that kind of confused me though. When I originally saw him in costume, that his particular garb doesn't seem to match the era that well.
Well, I'm
That's
not
the thing that threw
exactly
me
sure
off.
what the era even is,
Uh,
because I've seen like a couple of different things. And, you know, outside of the trailers, I haven't even really paid much attention to it anyway.
well, in the last trailer, I think it says Renaissance Italy.
Well, it certainly doesn't look like it.
Well, I think I clearly remember hearing them say that, and that's what kind of threw me off because the garb does not look like Renaissance Italy garb.
No, it looks, if anything, it's like almost Turkish of the era, or maybe Indian. I would say Turkish, really. But I don't know. Like I said, it looks like it's going to be fun, and that's basically as hopeful as I can get out of it.
Yeah.
Kind of fine with that if it's fun.
Yeah, because they really kind of got that story. I mean, that was always crazy. It's like trying to make a Metal Gear movie. Well, I mean, we already have that, really. But you can't really make that into a movie. You really can't make that into a
There's
movie.
no way that could ever be watered down
Nope.
to be a 2-hour anything.
Nope. It's too highbrow, I would say. Too ludicrously highbrow.
Negative, Ramo.
It's too
You've
tinfoil.
got this.
Now,
Yeah,
Alex
that's
Jones
it.
could cover it and make something.
And that's an order, Sergeant.
Warning. Incoming hostiles detected.
Although I will say, as crazy as it's gotten, he's kind of nailing certain things.
What was the last thing?
Well, I just mean some of the. I'm not talking about Alex Jones. I'm talking about Kojima.
Oh, okay.
You know, like let's look at the normalization of PMCs. We call that.
Oh, yeah.
The whole Patriots thing was like almost AI, rogue AI censoring or control program. I mean, look at all the companies right now that are building literally that, an AI censor to safeguard the internet
I just heard
from
about Ramos, Captain.
humans.
You're talking about Candid again.
Well,
My
no,
people
no,
are
I
getting
don't
in a
mean
position to
just
breach
that,
the whole.
But yeah,
Agent,
that's
you're
an
gonna
example
wanna
of it,
unlock the
though.
maintenance access. The building blueprint
Because
is showing security
that's what I
control rooms down in
gathered
the
what
basement.
that was like.
Well, actually, no, I wasn't even really thinking that when I said that. I was thinking like more of, well, Google itself has been trying that. The Microsoft bot that Poll got to, that was beautiful. They had that thing a full-on Nazi in like 12 hours, just from shit posting to it. It's like, what the hell, Microsoft? Let's see here. We're gonna take an AI system, we're gonna put it on Twitter and completely unleash it.
Yeah. Bad idea there.
What expectations were you planning to get out of it?
Maybe the problem is that much like us, anything designed by us would probably turn out as bad as us. So don't be surprised when AI designed by man ends up being a really shitty thing.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, there's only one way about it.
Yeah. I don't know if I mentioned to you, but we watched Measure of a Man. This particular.
Oh, that's a good episode.
I had a great episode. I had forgotten how good that was. I mean, of course I had listened to the Greatest Gen review of it, but since I hadn't seen it in a long time, it's like, wow, yeah, that's a great episode.
No, that changes a whole lot. That's like, there's just nothing bad to it, really.
Nope.
It's so well put together.
Warning. Additional hostiles inbound.
Even the idea of Picard getting some from the Jag at the end. Like, alright, it's about time Picard gets some. It's always Riker.
Yeah, you gotta get a little bit of Kirk in there.
Yeah. But yeah, it was pretty great. Pretty great. And I had forgotten how convincing Riker's argument was in the first place. Like, holy shit, man, he nailed that really good.
He was told to do a certain thing,
And he did it, like, to the
he
T.
was on the line, yeah. I mean, it's a fucked up position to put him in, really.
It is. I mean, you can understand why he did it that way, the way he did it, because, well, he was forced to, but, yeah, I mean, that's, the argument he made was sound, but then, you know, Picard goes the high road as far as about morality goes, and yeah, that's basically the correct counter-argument against it, you know? How soon we forget our history, essentially, in some way.
Well,
certain things. Yeah, that's true. Certain things cannot be defined.
Always ambition that does it.
Yeah, oh yeah. But we can do so much if we're willing to bend our morality to do it. But yeah, great fucking episode. Definitely was worth watching again. Oh, there's a double chevron dude up there.
Well, that's where I was taking some tea. That's definitely probably one of the top 5 episodes.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because it was not even like an episode where a lot of stuff happens, like set pieces or anything like that. Oh, and and the other one, where the introduction of the Borg. That's the other one we saw. I mean, that's one extreme to the other, where something major happens, like. Not necessarily actiony, but like major, huge things happen, like galaxy-wide threat sort of thing happens, compared to something as simple as trying to figure out if Data, is property or a sentient thing. I mean, that's like an interesting, like one extreme to another extreme, I guess. Where literally it's, I think, Measurement Man is probably like the best example of Star Trek as being Star Trek, basically.
Oh yeah, that's going back to what it's supposed to be. Now, I got to...
Yeah, he sure did.
Yeah, that's the best Trekkiest episode. Now see, I know I've mentioned this before, but I like, especially when I'm cooking, but when I'm doing stuff around the house and whatnot, I'll have like something in the background going on. But as of late, I've been watching the original series.
Oh, okay.
And
yeah, and the original series had a lot of
that. That kind of deals, especially with I guess the evolution of how we deal with the stuff we come across. And it's, damn, 3 grenades. Oh.
When 2 isn't enough, you get a third one. Oh shit. Come on. There you go. Yeah, I've never been the biggest fan of the original series. I was always more of a Next Generation person. Oh shit. Ooh, a lot of grenades. But yeah, from what I remember, there are a lot of episodes of the original series that deal with those kind of issues, much like Measurement Man. And that's what, like, going back to the whole thing, it's one of the most trickiest of episodes, because, yeah, that's the bar, obviously. The original series with some of those very heavy-handed, well, not heavy-handed, but, like, heavy issues sort of episodes.
Well, there's another one, and I know it was, I don't know if they've gotten it on Greatest Generation yet. I may be incorrect there, but it's the episode where Worf is, like, broken in half.
I'm impressed, Agent. Tricky assignment.
Oh, yeah. He wants to
is
get,
kind
he wants to
of
die
his,
like that.
With the leader dead,
yeah, he
the
wants
rest
to
are
just
gonna
kill
scatter.
himself because
I
you know
don't think we're
culturally
quite done with
that's
them yet,
just
but at
How
least
they
now we
how
can
they
get
handle
these
things
JTF
there.
folks back on the
Yeah.
job.
Oh
and
yeah.
there's tremendous
I need
amounts
my
of back
people
and
alive
forth
and
over
out
how
there
Eric
fighting the good
is
fight.
dealing with his
God knows
decision
we can't
about it.
afford to lose any more personnel.
Yeah, I don't think
I
they've gotten to that because that's when his son was on the ship, right?
Yeah, so
That's the way I remember it because his son was actually on the ship.
we got into season 4 of their shows.
Hmm. Yeah, they definitely
I
haven't
want to
gone
say
to that.
season 4 has some of the absolute best episodes as well.
Mm. Yeah, it's a hell of an episode now that you mention it. Because, yeah, it's another one of those, man, heavy issues. And, man, working where I work, you see a lot of that shit, too. Like, every so often you'll see a person with little wristband with big old letters that say DNR, and that's, well, you sort of know what that means. And a lot of people would disagree with it, but that's their choice, man. Shit, they want to go.
Well, once you get to a certain point,
Yeah. What's the point?
there's no fun left.
Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, great episode. I can't wait for them to get to that. Now I want to watch that one again.
This is about taking the Rikers out at the knees. There's no
I
one
think
who
one
can
more
replace
and I'll have to
Lorraine
call
Barrett.
her.
She's the one who organized the escape
Alright.
to Manhattan.
Come on,
There are
Betsy,
three of
rush.
my people there. If you can get them out before blowing the lid off, I'd be grateful.
Where are your Phoenix?
All right.
How many
Get them out
Phoenix Rays
first,
you got right now?
but don't jeopardize the mission. We're going in on your heels. The jailbreak ends here.
Up to 874 myself.
1500.
An agent is now
Oh,
leaving
cool.
your team.
Yeah, we'll have enough for at least a couple things.
Yeah, that's good enough to get in there and get a taste of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Get at least a few crates open.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if there's no really good weapon patterns on the vendors, I'm just gonna go straight for caches. I think I want to say that there are caches, like weapon caches, armor caches, specific ones too for high ends. So if anything, I'll just
more focus on what they're actually wanting to get out of whatever.
yeah, and that's something I really have enjoyed about what they've done with Destiny. How they've let you like kind of choose your your rank up packages. I mean, I think that's
I
actually.
didn't even realize they did that until I got that first rank up. I didn't even know what the fuck it was.
Yeah, I thought that was great. I mean, that's a great way to go. I mean, they still kind of have a long way to go with letting us just make our own decisions when it comes to certain like our gear and shit like that. But still, that's a nice step in the right direction. Like how we were talking about how for whatever reason they removed that whole re-rolling of gear and shit. Bizarre choice, really.
The biggest thing about that is there's still no real money seek.
Yeah.
And that, if nothing else, was a seek.
Mm-hmm. The closest thing to it is buying like weapon parts to keep to your faction, and that's about it for a rep.
Yeah. But even then, that's a silly thing. Really, the Glimmer system as it is
kind of pointless almost.
Has no real value.
Nope. It's just like used as a site, just to chalk in there for upgrades on armor and weapons and shit. And it feels like they only add that because just to add it, to have something to do with it, basically. Like 500 Glimmer to unlock certain thing. Like, come on, that's stupid. Like, come on, man, seriously. Oh, I did, well, like I mentioned to you before, I was doing that Weapon Master bounty thing, or quest, and it goes from auto to pulse to scout to hand cannon. So for hand cannon, I was having weirdly enough, I had an easier time with hand cannon than I did with pulse. Well, with scout, because all the scouts I had were like, are kind of like somewhat slower firing.
You don't have a MIGA?
I do, but then I realized I also have the Arms Day Scout with full auto, and I was able to complete it with that. I don't know if you remember that particular Scout.
For
Yeah.
PvP especially.
Yeah. But yeah, I was able to do it with that particular Scout. And then for the hand cannon, I used the one I got from the banner the last time. I know I mentioned this to you because I have I want to say I have small bore rangefinder, single point sling, but I didn't realize that I also had explosive rounds on it. And even though I mean it's just explosive rounds, it adds like 26 damage to like body shots. So I'm doing almost like 100 damage per body shot with that thing in PvP, which is like kind of fucking crazy, really. Only has 7 rounds in the mag, but still, and I was able to complete it with that.
Beacon detected.
So I was a little surprised by that. So if anything, I might use that from time to time in the banner, because that was pretty satisfying, that particular hand cannon. It had one of those really good sights with strong target acquisition, and that helps a little bit.
Agent, the hostage is being held on the roof. You need to clear it out.
This guy's bugged. He just has his arms up.
Yeah, I see.
Oh god. Oh, what the hell? Fucking snipers down here. Yeah. Oh, I did actually go ahead and did a public event as well today, and it does seem like the very first one is the only one that gives you legendary marks. Because again, I got one per day, because I was able to get one, and then that's it. Every other one after that didn't give me a single one.
I might go play around over there and see what I can do.
Yeah, just at least like one, because yeah, that's like 10 marks, man. Like,
yeah, just gonna go and do a couple things to get some marks. The event starts tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we can at least take a look and see where the boxes come from to have an idea. Because I would think
they put out a thing today, and it seems that you can get the boxes from the quest. It was worded in a real weird way. You'll definitely be able to buy something from the store.
Well,
so maybe we'll be lucky in like the emotes that we want, or the more important the sparrow. I know.
I just looked at. I want either the dance or the tag team emote. That's what I want. Because both of those look pretty cool.
I like the emote that it's kind of like you float up in the air or some shit.
Oh yeah. That's pretty cool too.
I like that emote.
Yeah.
Although apparently in the trailer they put out like a little somebody.
Negative, Ramos. We've got this.
In the trailer, there's like kind of an homage to the guitar from the most recent Mad Max movie.
Oh really? Oh, that is so cool. No, I mean we can see. We can at least read up and see what people say, like how long it takes for her. Because I really would like to get at least a couple of world bosses down. Although I know that it's a limited time event too, so I don't know what would be a better investment of our time.
No, tomorrow we're messing around with this.
What?
Lau here. I just heard about Ramos.
Unless there's something fucking broken.
Yeah.
Thanks
We're
for
gonna
that.
be here.
Oh yeah.
My people are getting into position to breach the hall.
Yeah, true enough.
We're gonna unlock the maintenance
Maybe
access.
something broken.
The building blueprints
Yeah.
show a security.
In which case we'll be
control
able
room in
to
the
try and get our emotes. Or, well, sparrows for some other sense, emotes for others. Sure. I ordered a case for this phone off Amazon. And I normally, well, I tend to go with certain hard shell cases, but I was surprised to find a OtterBox case for this LG G4 for $10 on damn Amazon. Those cases are almost always over $25.
No, you can always get cheap cases if you're patient. You can just go on eBay and you can get tons of really good cases for like $4.
I'll need to check that out because usually OtterBox is so expensive.
The downside is going to be, you know, super good.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I got a nice little. I got a nice little OtterBox for $10 off of Amazon. Just simple black, but at first I don't know. I've always heard of the brand. I never really cared much about one way or the other. But the iPods we use at work for work are OtterBoxes, and I've dropped that motherfucker like 3, 5, 6, 7 times, and not once has it busted or anything. And I peeled off the case to see how that iPod is. It's a thin little piece of shit that I know if I were to drop it without a case, it would break right away. So that case adds quite a bit to its durability. So that kind of sold me on the idea of getting one of. And when I looked, I was surprised to find another $10 one. Because yeah, those little iPods are thin little pieces of shit that you can tell that you drop it once without a case and it's done. It's amazing how flimsy those things have become now, though. Like the iPhones and everything else like that. They used to be like quality builds, but now they're like more for show than anything else.
I don't know. Yeah, well, it's like I was watching a review of the new Tesla. Yeah, the little SUV thing.
Oh, there's an SUV Tesla? I haven't seen that before.
Oh yeah, it's got like golden doors and shit like that. It doesn't really have any type of like dash or controls or anything. The entire center panel is a 17-inch touchscreen tablet.
How in the world?
And the dash is just a screen.
Wow.
From the panel.
Crazy.
And even the guy said that he paid $130,000 for it.
Jesus.
And he said the build quality is like maybe half the value.
Oh wow!
Like a $50,000 or $60,000 car. Which is still a ton of money for a car.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He said that all he did was pay for an interesting bit of tech, and then as he was doing the review, he got toward the end and said, you know, I was on a 6-month waiting list. I've had to pay up front to get on the list, get the car. He gets the car the same week. It's announced that. Literally that week of production, all the cars are going to be outfitted with all new hardware, all new tech, all new camera systems, and his $130,000 car is officially obsolete.
Jeez, fuck that. That's it's like buying any kind of smartphone now, essentially.
Yeah, but this is a whole nother level.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, big time. I find it kind of cool the things they add to cars. That seems like way too much.
Oh, it's an awesome piece of tech because I mean, in a lot of ways, it's like a shitty little car wrapped around just some of the most amazing tech. But at the same time,
it's not really worth the cost. Yeah.
And you know, battery cars are still just not a reliable thing. And as things go, they're probably never going to be.
Yeah.
Unless we find some new battery technology. But as they are, that's not gonna fly. Still a neat toy.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely would be.
A dump of $130,000 to play with one, yeah.
Why not, right?
That's my poop aren't made of gold at this point.
Sadly. Who are you kidding? If your poop store was worth that much, all you would be buying is rhinos. We all know that.
Yeah, but there's only like 12 different versions of that. I could pretty quickly go through them. Fuck, I can't even find one though. Not locally anyway.
Really?
Which is really better for me anyway, cause
Yeah, you don't want to have that kind of. I mean, it's a cool thing, but in the end, it's just something not unnecessary, really. You can just buy something else. You can buy another concealed piece. Yeah, cheaper than that.
But at the same time, we're talking about a 2-inch 357 mag with an underslung barrel that allows you to control rate of fire.
Yeah, but
like the barrel is underslung, therefore it's in line with your arms that are in line with the top of your hand. So I mean, there's some technology there to it.
yeah, but I'm sure you could find something cheaper that's a good alternative.
Oh, I could go buy Ruger LCP, I think.
You said Ruger?
LCR. Yeah, Ruger LCR.
I'll have to look that up.
Absolutely amazing. Probably one of the single best concealed carry revolvers there is.
What caliber is it?
They make it, I think, 3 or 4 different kinds.
Oh, okay.
I think they got a 380. Actually, I think they just not too long ago they made a 9mm version, which is kind of weird because a 9 is generally an auto caliber. But
Yeah, not a revolver.
Yeah,
Cost.
it's all about yeah, exactly.
How much is it?
Like $350.
What? That's cheap, man. Shit.
And you can get the autoloader version for like around 200. I think they were on sale not too long ago for like $200.
Wow, that's impressive. I'm about to look into
I
that.
don't think we're quite done with them
We're
yet,
talking
but
about
at least now we can
little
get these
tiny,
JTF folks back on
just
the job.
absolutely amazing.
Oh, yeah.
You could carry this thing in a
I need my
pocket.
people alive
Much
and out
less,
there fighting a good
concealed
fight.
carry. You can just
God
pocket
knows we
carry
can't
this
afford to lose any more personnel. I owe you, Agent.
I wonder if it would be a nice little piece for the house, though, for home defense.
Oh, yeah, I would say that's definitely doable, but I mean,
You want something auto?
no, not necessarily. You got to think about where you can shoot, what direction you're going, and you got to think about your line of fire in your house and what's going to be on the other side of what you're going to be shooting at.
Yeah, I'm gonna restart just so we can fast travel.
Yeah, so we can get out.
Yeah.
And that's why even though it's a little bit more expensive than that, I think the Taurus Judge is probably one of the best home defense weapons.
My only problem with that is that the
550, 600.
my only problem with that is that the rounds itself are super expensive.
This is
Or the
about
shells,
taking the
rather.
Rikers out at the
You can
knees.
just put regular
There's no one
410
who can
shot shell
replace
in it.
Lorraine Barrett. She's the one who
410 shot shell.
organized
How much
the
is that?
escape to Manhattan.
Pretty
They're holding
cheap.
3 of
That's
my people.
just a cheapy hunting round. I mean, you can spend more money because they have a bunch of defensive rounds, like specially designed just for the Judge. But I mean, just for it's a handheld shotgun more or less, so you can fire bird shot or some shit like that. It's only like a 5-inch barrel on one of them, 4.5, 5-inch barrel. So past a certain range, you're not gonna kill anything. Which is another bonus.
Yeah.
You're not going to be going through houses. You're not going to over-penetrate.
It's an LCP, right? Ruger?
LCP is the autoloader. LCR is the revolver.
Okay. Oh, that's nice looking. The hammer's concealed?
If you can get them out before blowing the lid off,
I don't know.
All right.
Yeah, it looks like, well, one of them is.
But
I
don't
don't think
jeopardize
that one
the
has an
mission. We're
exposed
going in on
hammer.
your
I think
heels.
it's either got
Jailbreak
a
ends
covered
here.
hammer, and then the other one is striker fired.
Alert.
Okay,
An
the
agent is leaving
LCR
the
X
team.
seems to have like you can see the normal little hammer thing. The LCR seems to be like kind of hidden. It's actually kind of nice looking.
Yeah. So, well, statistically,
As reliable as
this
you
is
can
going
get.
by like CDC studies and stuff like that.
Hi. Nice to see
Most of the time, you never have to pull the trigger if you have to draw down. Most people will,
you name it.
once they're met with that level of force,
Yeah.
you're going to have a problem. And in any actual shootouts, on average, you never have to pull the trigger more than twice. So while you may want to, in like some incredibly intense, like some kind of like terrorist attack situation, you may want to have like a Glock that's got 19 rounds. But 9mm, you're only going to go so far with that. But if you get a revolver,
Hope things are good.
I mean, a 357, if you have the right gun and the right shell, you're going to go through body armor. You're going to go through, if they're behind thick glass, if they're behind, you know, like a wall or something in a corner, you can penetrate stuff to get to something that's after you.
Oh.
Which, you know, that is the draw of a revolver over, you know, a Glock or whatever.
Yeah. Actually, I have to think about this one then. You say you can get this as cheap as 3 something? The Ruger SCR?
I want to say, yeah, I've seen it for like $350.
Ah, okay. Because the MSRP is like $579, but I'm assuming it goes on sale.
Oh yeah,
It's now available in $327.
LCR, like I said, it was on super cheap at Palmetto State, I think.
Oh, okay. That's a really
Palmetto
nice
State
looking.
Armor.
Very nice looking. I'd almost want to buy the 9mm just for cheapness of rounds or bullets there.
Well, yeah, like I said, that's the big draw. Is just
be able to go to the range and pop. Something to think about. Alright, anyway, I'm off for the night, and we'll see how tomorrow goes. Hopefully the patch goes live without any issues.